Hey there, this is LaQuita with QuitaBugHandmaids.com. Thank you so much for joining me today for another Stampin' Up! Tutorial. So today I'm going to share a project with you featuring the Thankful Thoughts stamp set. This is on the retiring list. I have really enjoyed this set. I love thank you sets, and this sentiment right here has been really my most used sentiment from this stamp set. So I have a super quick project to share with you guys today. I have not created a sample of this project. I literally just cut all of my pieces and I have the idea of what I want to create. So hopefully I can create it correctly the way I envision it the first time. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So I've already die cut 2 pieces of Whisper White here, and I use the Stitched Shapes dies as well as the layering square dies. I'm going to bring in some scratch paper because on this stitched square I'm going to do some heat embossing. I've got my little embossing buddy here. Just going to powder this up to help my embossing powder not to stick where I don't want it. Versamark ink when you are embossing. Nice sticky ink. Okay, inking up that sentiment, and then I am going to stamp that right in the center. Looks good. Copper embossing powder here. Give it a little flick. I'm gonna add a little bit more down here to the bottom. All right, I've got my Stampin' Up! Heat tool, my sentiment. I'm gonna go ahead and heat this. And there you can see we've got this lovely, shiny, embossed sentiment. I love how that looks. So for my card base, I've got a piece of Night of Navy cardstock. This is cut 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches, and I've scored it at 5 1/2 inches. And I do have all of these measurements over on today's coordinating blog post linked in the video description. So then I've got these 2 layers. So this is a piece of copper foil. This is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And I'm gonna layer on this pretty butterfly pattern. This is from the Needle Point Nook Designer Series paper. And this piece is cut 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. Okay, so I've layered those 2 pieces together. Now I'm going to take this die cut square here using the layering square dies, and I'm going to add this to the front of this layer. I'm going to put it right about here in the bottom right hand corner. Then I've got some of this Night of Navy ribbon. This is the gingham ribbon. I love this ribbon. I'm just going to wrap this around. I want to leave enough to be able to tie a bow. I want this to come around just like this. So I'll just snip this. Yep, looks good. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere this on. Right, so I've just got some adhesive here on the back, and I'm going to go ahead and center this up onto the front of my card, right about there. Then I want to go ahead and do the inside of the card. So I've got a piece of Whisper White, 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and I'm just going to add this little piece. This is the reverse side of that designer paper. This is about 1 inch, nope, 3/4 of an inch, and I'm just going to cut it down to be 4 inches in length. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this right down to the bottom. And then I'll just snip off that little extra bit. Add some adhesive to the back of this. And I'm gonna pop this. I love vertical folding cards. I'm gonna pop this on the inside. Okay, so I've got dimensionals on the back of my embossed sentiment here. I'm just gonna center this up on this other die cut square here. Lay that down. So I might have to rework my bow a little bit. I don't want to cover up too much of that word much. All right, and there you have this completed card. I absolutely love it. quick and easy to create. Fun inside, ready for your sentiment, and then of course I added some of that designer paper to the envelope flap. So there you go. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Remember, you can find all of the measurements as well as the full supply list over on today's coordinating blog post, and I do have links to my online store as well as all of the supplies in the video description below. You can click and head straight to my online store, and don't forget to check out the retiring list and those last chance products to get your hands on your favorites before they're gone. Thanks so much, you guys, and I'll be back soon with another tutorial. Bye now.